We are back. It is Sunday. If you have a mimosa, raise it. If you have coffee, raise it. It is night 2 of Summerslam. I am joined by Vic, who actually was at the show last night and is going to be back there today. So I appreciate her commitment to even come on Wrestling Wine Down Mimosas and Mayhem night 2 to give her thoughts about our predictions for night 2. How are you, girl?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good. Did you sleep?
Maybe like maybe 4 hours.
You know Triple H is gonna have you there for at least 4 to 5 tonight. So you
Yeah,
got to get a nap in.
yeah, a little pregame nap.
Tell us a little bit about how you enjoyed the show live last night.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the crowd. I enjoyed the surprises of Randy Orton. The I went into the card with low expectations, and I think even if I had expectations, it exceeded that.
Any moments you were not happy with last night?
Just the Oba versus Brock fight, it was not Hell in the Cell whatsoever. It was not. It was barely Hell in the Cell. I
They
would
just
have
happened
rather
to be in the cell and they were fighting.
yes, yes. I would have loved it to be a lot longer, bloodshed, but guess I can't ask for everything.
Meg said, "Yay, Vic." Yes, we have Vic here. If you're not following Vic over on TikTok and Instagram, you should. I love her content. She's super funny, and we love seeing other women in the community. So, super excited to have you here. What are we looking forward to tonight? We have a whole plethora of matches. One woman's match though, so they might
Mhm.
be hearing from me, but uh we'll get right into it. We're gonna start with something a little bit spooky. We might get cursed today, right? Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. There's human monies on the line, $100,000 human monies on the line to be exact. Are you a Danhausen
I am a Danhausen fan. I
fan?
actually got a
Okay.
T-shirt last night.
So you enjoyed the whimsy of Danhausen. But what
Mhm.
you will notice is that curse is gone from Liv. So are the
Ooh,
curses really hitting as they should be?
ooh, that's a good point. Ooh. I don't think so.
Who do you see
I think
winning
they
this
have an
match?
expiration date.
Oh, you think so?
They might have an expiration date.
Okay, we need to read the terms and conditions of these because the way it's looking, like Liv proved it wrong. I remember he had cursed the Vegas Golden Knights, the hockey team out here. They unfortunately they did not get past the curse. They ended up losing the Stanley Cup. There's been a couple other people, performers, wrestlers, etc., that he has cursed, and I mean, maybe the terms and conditions were not the same for them. I don't know.
Mm-mm. Or they just have the right crystal stuff somewhere.
What do you see happening in this match?
I see the Mini-Housens coming out to help Danhausen when JD comes to intervene and Danhausen takes it for the win.
Where does this leave Dominic Mysterio then? We saw last night, Judgment Day is clearly still here with Liv retaining her title against Io Sky. She had the help of her girls, Roxanne and Raquel. Obviously, we have JD. Obviously, we have Dominic. Judgment Day is going to continue being judgmental. Are we still here? We're still here.
Still here for a moment. We might get a sneak peek of Ryan Garcia. Ew.
Look, the only Garcias we want to see in the WWE are the Bella Twins. I think that I think Dominic Mysterio, you can kind of tell in some of his recent interviews, I don't think he's really liking the way things are going currently, which makes sense. I mean, he has been very much like at the top of, uh, not the top of the game, but like he's been at the top in terms of like fan interaction. Whether you love him or you hate him, you are going to find somebody that has some type of emotional reaction to Dominic Mysterio. And I feel like in the last couple months, even though he's still been having good matches, he's been having good segments, it's just not hitting the same way it was previously.
Exactly. Yeah, and I don't know, it was like what Triple H was saying about the popularity, like you have to be over with the crowd and like can you keep their attention? And it's like there's so many people that can, but still you don't utilize them. Like I wonder if like their goal of getting AAA was like, okay, this is what we can do with the people in catering. We can push them over there. But I don't know. I think it's messed up. And then also I wonder if they're thinking about Rey Mysterio's retirement run and
Mm,
everything. And
that's
maybe
a good
that's
point.
their final feud, and that's like a torch passing that we could see
Mhm.
main eventing one of the PLEs. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure if it's like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, whatever we get, but I'd see that happening.
I don't know. I think with Triple A, I think there's so much rich history there. I think it is good to intertwine, some of these wrestlers that they are currently, obviously Dominic Mysterio. We've seen Lola Vice go over there. Like these wrestlers are going over there and they're really fine tuning their craft and they're working with some of the best luchadors that are currently out there. Um, is it giving people in catering something to do? Sure. But I think in terms of specifically like Lola Vice and Dominic Mysterio, they already had things going on. Now
Mm,
you look at some of the NXT talent that they're using with Carmen and the group that she's currently with, and some of the other ones that they like to plug in, like Omos. There's a couple other people I'm just forgetting right now, but like they've been able to go over there and really almost reinvigorate what they've been doing because what they were doing on the main roster, if anything, has been not up to par with probably what it should be. But you look at like an El Grande Americano type of situation, like they put him over there and they probably won't have him come back to Monday Night Raw because he has really built himself and his character over there, and the fans absolutely love him. So I think it really is, case by case basis, but I think it's good that they have AAA. So these wrestlers that, need to fine tune their craft can, whether it's NXT, whether it's WWE. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Someone said Joe Henry might help Danhausen.
oh yeah,
That is
yeah.
true.
I always
That
forget about her little
performance.
performance.
Yeah, it was memorable, wasn't it? And
Mm-hmm.
forgettable. Like
Yeah.
I do think there are going to be antics here. I do see Danhausen winning. They are trying to market the hell out of these human monies. They are selling human monies now. Like they are very much here for Danhausen.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically printing the money at this point, if we're being real. But I think he's going to win. I think we are going to see a little bit of nonsense, obviously, in this match. I don't know what it's really going to look like, but we're not getting a clean finish. So
Oh.
we will see what happens. I love that
Mm-hmm.
song. I don't know. Oh, are you talking about the
Oh,
Danhausen and Joe Henry song? I don't know what song she's talking about.
I think she
What's going
is.
on, peoples? Hello, good morning. I believe that you are cursed. Girl, probably. The time machine will reveal somebody.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
that is
body that
true.
was under the cover.
Imagine explaining this to a non wrestling fan.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
how much time do you have?
The song was a little bop. Okay, so you guys love the song. I saw a lot of people online that were like speechless at the whole performance. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't watch the performance. I saw pictures of it, so I don't. Well, what would you rank the performance? One to five. How was it?
Um, I
Mm-mm.
gotta say it as one because I was getting
Damn.
secondhand embarrassment. I was like, oh, it's like, are they happily doing this? They're getting paid though.
They are. They're getting paid.
hmm Human monies.
Let's move over to the Intercontinental Championship. We have Penta putting his title on the line against Chad Gable. Penta's had this title for a minute. I was actually in Dallas when they did the number one contenders match. That was crazy seeing Javon. I thought he was really going to win it there, and he didn't. But his time will come. Chad
hmm
Gable ended up winning the shot at this championship. Chad Gable's trajectory in wrestling has been very interesting lately. We know that he was the original El Grande Americano. He's he's not anymore. So now he's gone back to the Chad Gable gimmick. And to be honest with you, I think people are feeling him a bit more than they ever did in
Mhm.
his career. I think a lot of people remember him back in the day with Jason Jordan in a tag team in NXT. They had a lot of popularity there, but and he also was involved with the storyline with Kurt Angle and all of that. But I feel like he didn't really find his footing until currently. So now he has this opportunity against Penta, and we'll see what happens. I think they might put the title on Chad Gable and have him run with it. This would be the perfect time. The fans are behind him. There's no better time than now, in my opinion. Who do you see picking up the win?
I see Chad Gable as well. He's also from Minnesota too, so it would be like a
Oh,
nice welcome home little gift.
yeah.
But honestly, shout out to Penta for holding that title down for as long as he has. I think is he the only one that's retained from WrestleMania now? Or him and Trick Willie?
I believe so.
Oh no, Liv too.
Yes,
Oh,
Liv, but
maybe we have
That was
three.
Liv's first title defense.
Crazy, crazy
So
work. Mm-hmm.
so so Chad Gable wins, right? What do we see for his future as champion? Do we think that maybe Penta will go back, run it back? Maybe they'll have another match. I mean, Penta and Money in the Bank would be very good.
Mm, I would love to see that. I bet Chad Gable would do an honorable thing and give him a rematch at Monday Night
Mm,
Raw. Ooh, somebody said watch out for Rusev and Ethan Page. They could ruin that match.
it could.
And then yeah, I feel like Penta was in last year's Money in the Bank. I feel like it wouldn't be
Hmm.
the same without him this year too, because he showed out. He showed up and
Yeah.
showed out.
I think it's always important to have those luchadors in there. They really show up and show out when those ladders come out. I mean,
Oh
they
yeah.
they go to work. So,
Mhm.
I think Penta, even if he loses the title here, I still think that he is going to be strong going into Money in the Bank. We're manifesting that he's going to be in it. It will be interesting to see Chad Gable hold a singles title though, and how he's able to kind of navigate that. Because, like I said, he's done the El Grande Americano thing, but we haven't seen him hold a title in a
Ooh.
while, ever? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Mhm. I think it was
Yeah,
just tag team with Otis, right? Tag
I
team
think
title
so
with
as
Otis.
well.
Mhm. It's been a
Alright, we'll
minute.
see. We might get a new
Yeah.
champ tonight.
Mhm.
Speaking of champs, we have the United States Championship on the line. Trick Williams, is defending his title against a returning Baron Corbin. This match is not the one I would like to see, but maybe someone else wants to see it. As we know, Baron Corbin came back to the WWE recently. He was on the Indies for a while. He used to be in WWE many years ago. Look, when Triple H calls, you answer, and that's what he did. He got right back to work, and you know what? He's cooking those wagyu steaks when he's not in the ring. I
Mm.
respect it. But uh Trick's defending the title here. Do we see Trick losing the title at SummerSlam? Do we see Baron Corbin picking up the United States Championship? Are we going to continue with the Limit Peppa Step a champion?
I think Trick Willie it's gonna be a DQ. Carmelo Hayes is here.
Oh,
He's gonna be in there. It's gonna be a
yes,
DQ. He's gonna cost Baron the title. He's going to. I'm confident. So
has
Trick
to
Willie's
happen.
gonna retain on the count of a DQ.
Okay, I like the way you think. I agree. I think there definitely will be some shenanigans here. Obviously, the match that I wanted to see would have been Carmelo and Trick. I know Ricky's kind of been involved as well. All three of those competitors, like I would love to see either of them hold gold. Baron Corbin, I do not want to see hold gold. If he would like to return to the Wagyu life just fully, he could do that. We
Mhm.
wouldn't mind it.
Mhm.
Um, Trick's United States Championship run, as well as just his run on the main roster, him and Oba, like the way that they are able to command an audience, the way that they are able to get people up off their feet we can't play about that. This would be like a horrible time to take that title off of him because he's on fire.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let's do the right thing. Let's keep Trick as champ. We're going with Trick. But like you said, I do think there will be some shenanigans involved from Carmelo because, I mean, I don't know if you saw, but Carmelo and Ricky have been wrestling on Main Event. This troubles my soul.
Mm.
Like, you have two very good competitors, and that's not saying everyone else that competes on Main Event is not a good competitor, but you have two competitors who really should be going for that United States Championship. And I know that they've had their opportunities. I get it. But like, they should be the ones at SummerSlam. They
Yes.
have been on SmackDown. They have been building up, the United States Championship right along with the champion Trick. Baron
Mm-hmm.
Corbin just walked his ass back in here and he already has a title shot. Like,
Right.
I didn't know there was a cut the line.
Right.
So,
Right. I thought you needed a crowd reaction. I thought you needed to be able to hold the crowd, to command the crowd. I guess not. I
I mean,
guess.
I get the almost like veteran heel type of thing because Baron Corbin is known for his heel work. I get that. I respect that. I just don't need it here.
Mm-mm.
Like,
No. No. Because I'll never forget WrestleMania, like right before WrestleMania, when Sami Zayn won that title off of Carmelo. That was cruel.
mhm,
That was cruel.
it was
Right before
very messed
WrestleMania?
up.
You gotta be kidding me. And then right before SummerSlam, it happens again. I don't know, like I think I was talking to somebody and I was like, are they trying to get him to gain sympathy or for us to like him? Because we already do. We
Right.
already do. And we see the potential. We see his in-ring work. It's great. It's fantastic. But, you know, they
I
don't
think it
listen to
goes
the
back.
fans.
I think someone said the creative team seems biased, which I can kind of agree in this instance. I feel like it goes back to what we were talking about in terms of well, before we got on here, in terms of like them having so much talent signed to their roster that when you have all these talented individuals, you got to figure out how to utilize them, right?
Mhm.
You think about it with both Carmelo and Ricky. They both were brought up from NXT. They both dominated in NXT. You expect them to come on the main roster and do the same exact thing. They've
Mhm.
had their glimmers here and there of, when Ricky came up, his first match was against Cody. We've seen Carmelo in these matches with like Dragunov, who also is another one that we have not seen in 7 years. You have these wrestlers, you bring them up, and then it's like, oh, we gotta book them. What should we
Mhm.
do with them? And it's like, why bring them up then? Like,
Yes.
why do that? Why hype us up? And then it's like, oh well, we don't know what to do with them. So we're gonna put Ricky and Carmelo on Main Event this week. Great way to get some ratings, right? Because I'll go watch Main Event to see the match, but will
Mhm.
everyone else? Probably not.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that makes me scared because the rumors circulate about who's getting called up and they're like, "Oh, Lola Vice is next." Where? Where?
Probably SmackDown because Damien is over there and they typically like to keep the couples together. But SmackDown is so heavy women's wise right now.
Yes.
You have Fatal Influence, you're gonna have the Bellas, you have Paige, you have well, technically I don't know if they're still on there. Anyway,
Is Blake there?
Blake is technically there, Chelsea, Tiffany,
Nia
Jade,
Lash,
Meechin. Oh my god, like I've named the entire roster basically.
Charlotte,
Like
Alexa.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
And you have to have a lot of women over on that Raw roster too. There are women over there. It's just they don't have enough, in my opinion. So we'll see. Maybe they'll prove us wrong and put her on Raw, but that's typically how they don't roll like that. So, all right, Trick, we hope you win because
Yes.
I don't know how Minnesota's gonna act if Baron Corbin walks out champion. This is the match that is supposed to begin the card tonight. It's the undisputed WWE Championship #1 contenders match. Finn Balor is going up against Sami Zayn. So as we know, Finn Balor recently moved over to the SmackDown brand. He has finally got rid of his baggage. in terms of Judgment Day and is now a new person. And Sami Zayn is disgruntled because his 9-day free trial period as undisputed WWE champion was cut to a close by CM Punk. So these two both have very different agendas, I would say, but they meet at the same point. Who do you want to win this match?
Finn Balor. Finn Balor. Finn Balor for life. I'm ready for him to get a push. I'm ready for him to
Mhm.
beef with the main card, the top guys. And I think this would add to the lore of Sami Zayn's nice guy character as well.
Mm. I
Mm.
feel like Finn Balor needs to win. I hope he wins. But after last night, I don't know. Like, I don't know where this title defense would happen. Maybe
Mm.
someone said look for Kevin Owens. I do agree. I think we need to keep in the back of our head that there's been a little bit of rumblings about Kevin Owens. So we do need to keep that in the back of our head. Um Finn Balor, I feel like, has not had a good run since he uh when they had introduced that championship belt. He fought for it. He got injured during the match. And ever since then, I feel like they just have not pushed Finn to close to anywhere that he needed to be. I remember Finn in NXT and like dominating, right? Every single match. I remember that heel turn that he had with Adam Cole before. Still lives in my mind rent free. I feel like we're not seeing the Finn Balor that we really gravitated towards in NXT anymore. I feel like
Mhm.
pairing him with Judgment Day for all of that time really stunk up the place. I'm sorry. Like, he has the potential to be a single superstar. He has before. And I feel like, the years have gone on. Of course, we're wondering, okay, well, when is Finn Balor's time going to be? I hope it's now since they've moved him over to SmackDown. And it's almost like they're reintroducing him. But again, Sami Zayn has a vendetta. 9 days.
Mhm.
Do you see
The
Kevin Owens
anger.
coming back?
Ooh. I Yes and no. Um 'Cause well, actually, yeah, because they could go for a Kevin versus Sammy beef after that, and that would be spectacular. I
Yeah.
love Kevin Owens on the mic. I'm a Kevin Owens girl down, like, I would love to hear him talk to Sammy about everything that he's done since he's been gone, especially this, like, the 9-day run, the nice guy act, him beefing with Gunther, Cody, CM Punk, like, he's gonna be like, "What happened to you, bro?" Like, I cannot
Hmm.
imagine it in my head happening. So I would love to
Someone
see
said
Kevin
we
Owens.
need Damien and Finn. Damien is stuck in this vortex right now, like the tag team thing. I don't really understand that. Um, when they put the titles on him in Truth, I was just kind of like, maybe this will be temporary. And it went on for entirely too long. Like, it had different people involved that I didn't even know should have been involved. Finn versus Punk would be good. Maybe Sammy versus Solo.
Hmm.
Maybe, but I feel like Solo is very like I don't know. Solo, again, I mentioned them striking gold with people. Them having Solo turn and be a face now, like, that's something I don't think they anticipated because they thought he was just going to be that heel that he has been. But the way that he has captivated that audience and really has them, they would be stupid to have him turn back so
Oh,
immediately.
yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it could work. There's history there, as we know, but I don't know. I feel like Sami Zayn, like, you see these rants that he's going on and all of that, and it's like, oh no, like, this is not gonna stop for a minute. Like, and I feel I feel like Solo's not gonna make it stop. Like, it's almost like when you go to the supermarket and you see a Karen, like, Sami Zayn is giving Karen at this point. Like, he wants
Absolutely.
to be heard. He wants his issues resolved promptly. Like, give that man what he wants. Let it be a title shot. He might
Mhm.
not win the title shot, but, like,
Yeah.
at least hear him out.
Mhm. Just so he can shut up. But he's still not gonna shut up. He's still not gonna shut up until he gets the title.
He should
Huh.
speak to the manager.
Yeah. Ugh. And get the haircut. Get the
Okay, we're going Finn Balor.
Hmm.
Let's get into the women's match. We have the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match: Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill versus Chelsea Green versus Tiffany Stratton versus Lash Legend. In case you don't know, Rhea Ripley is injured. This has pretty much turned the SmackDown Women's division upside down because obviously I don't think that they were expecting her to be out as long as she is, which we still don't know the actual time frame. In the place of her holding the championship, they did not have her relinquish the title, but they instead had her go, she still has it. They are crowning an interim champion. So this person would be basically the champ until Rhea gets back. And then I would assume they'll face off and pick who's actually going to be champion. We have not seen an interim champion in WWE since 2020. And there was a men's title that was an interim champion at that time. Um, I'm not the biggest fan of interim champions. I know Rhea's impact. She basically is printing the money at this point because she is so popular. She's a household name at this point. But I feel like there have been other instances where other wrestlers have gotten injured and they've relinquished their title and they come back and they win the same title. And I feel like that could have been done here. So we're seeing 5 women wrestle for this championship. You have 2 champions in this match. One's a tag team champion in Lash Legend. Tiffany Stratton is the United States champion. So she's not defending her title on this card. She's going to try and get another one. Talk to me about your emotions about this match.
Okay, so starting off, I think Tiffany should be having her own match, and we could have 2 women's matches tonight. Not gonna happen, obviously. Tiffany's from Minnesota. Would it be cool for her to be 2 belt champ? Sure, but I don't think she's going to be. I don't think she's going to be. I don't think they have that much faith in her. Um, I love Tiffany, but Charlotte kind of like big dogged her when they had their beef for WrestleMania. Um, because you had to go to hell with your jokes because you couldn't keep up with Charlotte. And so that being said, Tiffany's out for me. I feel like Charlotte and Jade are going to be focused on each other a little too
Yeah.
much.
Mm.
I think they're going to be focused on each other a little too much. I don't think they're going to. I don't think either one of them are going to win.
Mm.
I think they're going to tease Chelsea getting that belt multiple
Mm.
times in that match because everybody loves Chelsea, but they're not going to push her to the moon because they said it in the Unreal
Insane.
yeah,
To
they said
say
it in
out
Unreal.
loud.
Yeah, and why did you let us see that? That was crazy. And I am low key thinking Lash is gonna take it.
Wow. As much as I would want that, oh my god. I
Mhm.
didn't even think of Lash, to be honest with you. When I looked at this match, I took out the 2 champions first and foremost because I
Mhm.
feel like while I love Lash and I feel like she's been doing an incredible job on the main roster, she needs to focus on those tag titles.
Mhm.
Like that, well, technically they're not tag champions anymore, but she needs to focus on what her and Nia are doing.
Mhm.
Because honestly, it might roll back to them at this point with how, the Brie thing is going, Brie and Nikki, like we don't know, that's kind of
Ooh.
up in the air. They might
Mhm.
have to revert back and go back to Nia and Lash. So I would
Mhm.
just hold on that. Do I
Okay.
think Lash is capable of holding a singles title? Absolutely. I just don't think right now is the right time.
Mhm.
Tiffany Stratton, I am not the biggest Tiffy fan. I don't see her doing the double belts. I think she really, really, really needs to focus on that US title. Like, I feel like the US title was introduced, we were hyped about it, and like ever since Chelsea held it, it just doesn't have the same effect to me. It's just kind of like, oh, she's US champion. We saw Julia have it. We now see Tiffany have it. It's like you have to establish the importance of a championship belt by having it defended. And
Mhm.
like you said, this would have been a perfect opportunity to have Tiffany defend her title in front of her hometown, boost up a little bit of her popularity because she's wrestling in her hometown. Great title defense. So I don't think she's going to get it. I do think they are gonna tease Chelsea trying to get the belt, but I don't think they're gonna put it on Chelsea either, even though people want to see Chelsea hold it. Uh for me, I do think Charlotte and Jade are gonna get too infatuated by each other and forget that they're in a match. But
Mhm.
I so first of all, Charlotte Flair and Alexa were teaming together, and Alexa's injured. I know somebody in the chat is saying, "Watch out for Alexa Bliss, watch out for Blake Monroe." I have somebody saying that they would love to see Charlotte get her 15th. Love Lash. I don't see it. Alexa Bliss is injured. I don't see Alexa
Mhm.
Bliss getting involved, but I feel like this might be Charlotte's time for singles competition. Charlotte has always been a singles competitor. This tag team work that she's been doing with Alexis, I feel like, has humanized her, and it's something that she really needed, because if you read some of the stuff that in the press that she's been doing, like, it seemed like she was kind of getting a little bit lost in herself. So I think
Yeah.
this pairing really, really helped her. But if Alexa is on the bench currently, you got to keep on with the momentum with Charlotte.
Mhm.
And I feel like
Mhm.
this really could be that moment for her. I think she needs something like this. It seems like they are really trying to like low key push Charlotte nowadays. They're not being as grandiose and obvious as they have been before. And I feel like that's kind of the way she wants it.
Mhm.
She's still been dominating. I mean, we see her with Jade. I love a singles match with them. I thought we were gonna get it at SummerSlam, but um I don't know. There will be shenanigans though. I think Meecham will get involved. I think B Fab will get involved. We are definitely going to see some people get involved that technically aren't in the match, but I think it might be Charlotte's night.
Yeah. Yeah. Is 15 the Grand Slam?
Ooh, I think so. Somebody in our chat will know if I don't
Yeah.
know. I believe
Okay.
it is. Yeah.
That'd be really awesome for Charlotte. That'd
I
be really
just
awesome.
I feel like it has to be her time at this point, cuz like I said, while it's beautiful, you know, the growth and transition that she's had with someone said yes, 15 is. Thank
Mm.
you. The growth that she's had with Alexis, while it's been so great to see, like you can't have Charlotte just kind of waiting on the sidelines until Alexis gets back, because we
Mhm.
don't know. Or I keep saying Alexa.
Mhm.
We can't have her wait. Um Obviously, I think Jade would be a good competitor to go up against Charlotte. That could lead into something, you know, maybe Jade focuses on Money in the Bank. We don't know. But I think they should have kept the title on Jade. I mean, that's kind of what I think to begin with. But I don't see them being like, oh shit, well, let's put it back on Jade. Cause then it just looks like, okay, well, why'd you take it off of her?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so who are you going again?
Lash Legend.
Okay. You know what? Lash might prove me wrong, and I wouldn't be mad if she proved me wrong.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Charlotte just because I think this might be Charlotte's time.
Okay.
All right, main event. Roman Reigns is putting his title up on the line against Seth freaking Rollins. This is a very storied history between these two. If you want to add in Dean Ambrose, these three, because they kind of sprinkle him in the video packages. They try and hide him, but we see it.
Mhm.
Um, these two have such a storied, rich history. They've been able to be in a group together, but they've also done amazing things as singles talent, multiple title reigns, multiple accolades in their career. And now it's one on one. We've seen them both talking shit to each other. It has been very interesting to watch. Who do you think is winning? Because we do know the bloodline is still lingering in the back. They could help
Yeah.
Roman, even though they lost
Mhm.
last night.
And they're talking about Zilla.
Oh, girl. I already had to shut that Zilla shit down yesterday. Look, I'm gonna say it again because I'm sure there's people in here that probably weren't here yesterday.
Mhm.
We don't need Zilla Fatu in this storyline. We don't need him. Don't touch it. Like, you know how you tell a kid, don't touch that. Don't touch it. Like, I and yesterday Clarissa was kind of touching on it. She was like, you know, I just feel like basically like Zilla's mindset wouldn't fit in with what the bloodline is currently doing. And I agree. I feel like they are very, even though they kind of are all kind of scattered a little bit, they still have that main focus. I feel like Zilla will come in there. I don't think he would be respecting. Roman Reigns. I don't see him throwing up the ones for Roman. I feel like he would go up against Roman. And
Wow.
I feel like it's the cockiness of him being younger than all of them, because we also have to think about that.
Oh,
Zilla's younger than all of them. These dudes are like almost 40. They've been in the
true.
game. Zilla, I feel like he has this cockiness about him that I could see him being like, well, why would I acknowledge you?
Mm-hmm.
I've done stuff too.
I like that.
So we don't need
I like
him.
that. Okay. Okay, I take it back. Uh, and do you think does he have a friend? It's Montez. It's Montez and I guess it's Montez.
Damn, you said just one singular friend?
Who else? His wife?
I was gonna say maybe Becky.
Hmm.
I mean,
You think she's gonna help him?
no.
I think Roman's winning. I'm rooting for Seth. I am a Seth girl through and through, but I think Roman's gonna retain.
I think Roman's gonna retain too. They're not taking this title off Roman anytime soon. Someone said Angelo
Mm-mm.
Dawkins. I don't see Montez getting involved. I feel like Montez might be on paternity leave, to be honest. Like,
Oh, true. Oh my
someone said
gosh.
besides the Street Profits, no, Seth doesn't have friends. Damn.
He betrays everybody. He betrays
Jeez.
everybody.
You're right. You're right. I mean, he had that whole group and he went against them. You know, he is probably not the best when it comes to friendship. Um, yeah, I don't see Roman losing it. I don't. I do think this is going to be a match. I hope this is a match that we talk about for years to come, because again, these are two of some of the top wrestlers in WWE currently going up against each other. You have that storied history, but I don't see Roman just losing the title tonight. Unless
Mm-mm.
they want the people of Minneapolis, Minnesota to leave pissed off.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
it'd be
gonna be
real
the heist
silent.
of the century.
Yes.
Two times Seth has done that.
He fooled us last year, and I feel like we can't fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. He can't do it again. He
Yeah.
can't do it again. Um, I do see some shenanigans. Oh, someone said they've shown Roman's fall schedule, but he and Cody will be promoting Street Fighter soon. Okay, this is not the first time that Roman has been on a less than part-time status. Roman will pop up when he needs to. I feel like he has those dates. Yeah, he'll probably be promoting the movie, but uh, I don't see them being like, you know what, let's take the style off Roman, put it on Seth because he's doing Street Fighter. I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen Cody doing all the things and still hold the title. So I don't see Roman being different from that. And that's not to compare the two, right? Because obviously they're different. But I think Roman Reigns knows what comes with being the top guy. And I could see him doing the movie promotions, doing the dates, having the title. Would I like to see him more on the outside press? Sure. Because I'm telling you, Cody was giving John Cena a run for his money at one point, the way that he was popping up on everything. Like, John Cena used to do it back in the day, but now there's way more media publications. Like, I don't think Cody was sleeping, to be honest. Like, I respect that. But Roman Reigns, he does stuff here and there, but he's not like in it. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that would be nice to see, especially these are his last couple years. He's made it known he's retiring soon. And I think that having him, reach these outside media outlets will bring more fans in, curious fans, maybe returning fans. And that's what you want at the end of the day. You want that outside media. But also remember, even though Seth Rollins does not have a title, Seth is on ESPN all the time. So
Mm.
it's like both of them are doing things in their capacity to bring in that fan base. So I don't know.
Oh, tonight's gonna be good.
What do you think is going to be match of the night?
That's a good question because my first thought was a women's ladder match because
Hmm.
sometimes like I just feel like the women don't ever let you down. You know what I mean? They prove themselves over and over and over and over again. Um Showing that they should be closing out shows, they should be having their own PLEs, they should be opening and closing a PLE at least one of the damn nights. Um
Hmm.
but they continue and they it's you can never bring a female wrestler down. No matter what you do, no matter how much you minimize their time or whatever, they're gonna perform. So I that's the one that I think is gonna be. Then second, Roman and Seth. But I'm ready for the women.
They're not taking the title off. Rhea injured. Roman will definitely keep his on a limited schedule. I agree. Someone said
Mm.
contracts are up soon. Whose contract is up soon? Because I know Roman just signed right during Mania time. So I'm assuming you might be talking about Seth Rollins. I don't know who you're referring to, but
I saw
I
rumors of Ilya and Jordan. I don't know if you saw those two, but
did not.
and Bailey. And Bailey.
I have heard about Bailey.
But
Yeah.
maybe I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. This is a really interesting time in wrestling because I feel like we know way too much. Like we should know less about each other, but we should also know less about the dealings, like the actual professional dealings.
Mm-hmm.
We're knowing about people's pay cuts. We're knowing about all this different stuff. Like sports is interesting because I feel like you know way more than like a typical job, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like we shouldn't know that people are asking to get pay cuts. We shouldn't. Like
Mm-mm.
at the end of the day, that's personal information that they have to decide on. If they want to take the pay cut and continue living their dream, great. If they know their worth and don't want to take anything other than that, that's great too. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like when you start looping in the fans and the dirt sheets, and then the fans have opinions when they aren't making anywhere close to what these superstars are making, and they don't have the responsibilities of putting their bodies on the line every single week, like it's hard to digest. It's none of our business. We shouldn't know
Mm-hmm.
any of this. So
Mm-hmm.
um I've seen the Bailey discussion. Obviously people think, oh, she could go over to AEW and her and Mercedes can wrestle and all of that. Who knows what the future holds? I mean, I think at the end of the day, we just want these wrestlers to be happy and content and
Mm-hmm.
healthy. Like that's all we can really ask for as fans. And look, it's their money. If they want to
Mm-hmm.
take a lower amount of money, let them take it. We obviously want the best for them, but at the end of the day, it's their personal business.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we have gone through our predictions. I think tonight will be an amazing show. I'm looking forward to seeing what you cover while you are there because it's one thing to watch it on TV, but it's one thing to be there, girls. So I hope that you absolutely enjoy tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here on night 2 of Mimosas and Mayhem for SummerSlam. Where can the people keep up with you on social media, watch your videos, interact with you, girl?
Oh, you can keep up with me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitch. Same username across all platforms. It's VixNook_.
Yes, if you are not following her, go follow her. You can find Wrestling Wind Down at WWDCAST. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, etc. And if you need cute wrestling merchandise, because I'm sure you do, shop.wrestlingwinedowNLV.com. Thank you guys for joining us for night 2's predictions. We hope that you enjoy the show, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.